So we decided to make this video, which is basically a guide to horse armors, because we all see a lot of people without armor, we see a lot of people with armor, and most of us might think it's not really relevant if there's armor or not. To most people, armor is just an aesthetic thing. They don't think there's deeper stuff behind it, right?
Right.
So we're gonna do some learning today. Horse armor is relevant in the way that it boosts your horse's stats and other things, but mainly it boosts your horse's stats. And it's important to first understand how your horse's stats are built and how the game recognizes your horse's stats. Your first horse will always start with 20 points in each stat. In order to upgrade your stats, you must race, and by racing, your horse will class up 30 times. By classing up 30 times, you will have 30 points to apply in whatever stat you desire. A stat can have a maximum of 120 points. A very specific thing about Alicia is it only counts the stats from 10 to 10. So if you have a horse with 118 stats, it's virtually the same as having a horse with 110. The first thing you need to get a competitive horse is getting a grade 8 foal. A foal will be grade 8 as long as it's between 170 total stats and 179 total stats. As long as you have the foal, you just need to train it fully and it will reach grade 11. So this is important regarding split stats, because until now I've only addressed really one specific stat, like control, as you see often. When you want a split stat horse that splits between two stats, if it has 209 total stats, it can reach 75 points in one stat and 74 in another. This means it's virtually, as Alicia recognizes it, 70 per each. This is where armor comes into place in terms of supporting your horse's stats and how you can think of breeding a horse for specific armor. As long as your horse has, for example, 73 points in a stat and 73 points in another stat, with a specific armor, let's say blue dragon armor, it will reach the 80-80 split. The maximum that you can reach with a horse is in fact an 80-80 split between two stats. And of course, with some armors, you can reach up to 130 stats when you're using a full stat horse. But the thing is, not all armors give an equal distribution of stats. You have to actually go and see which armor gives which, so we're going to list a few armors that give plus 10 in specific stats, which are the red silver armor, which will give you plus 10 on speed, the forest armor, that will give you plus 10 on control, and the black stone armor, that will give you plus 10 on agility and plus 10 on strength.
Best armor in the game. All my Blackstone users, rise!
Oh my god. Alright, these are examples of armor sets. And of course, you're not forced to wear just an armor set. If you just play on speed, you just use whatever armor piece that gives you plus 10, and you have plus 10 on every stat, and you don't think about it anymore. In Magic races, there are specific bonuses that armors give you. If you may have noticed, a lot of people use the Ghost Knight armor set. This armor makes your magic gauge feel faster, so you see a lot of control players use it to load spells at a faster pace, ultimately giving them more spells per race. But there are also other useful set effects, such as having your magic bar load while holding a spell, and increased chance of critical spells. And these only work with specific armor sets. For example, you can't use an armor piece from each set and think the bonuses are gonna work. No, the bonuses only really work when all the pieces are together. You are not really only using the armors for the bonuses. You are actually using the armors for the bonuses along with the stats that they give you. If you get a horse, like my Ifrit, it has 70 control and 73 speed. At first glance, it seemed like a throwaway horse, right? Because it couldn't ever reach an 80-80 split. But it can, in fact, with the forest set, because the forest set will give the +10 that the control needs to reach the 80, and it will give +7 on speed, which it needs to make the full 80. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to work with the armor. You know, just get creative with the armors. Check which armor has the +10 or the +7 or the +8 that you need and incorporate that with that specific horse. It's essentially like marrying your horse to that armor. Now we come to the interesting part. And this is the part where we call out all you big meanies that don't want to use armor. Ugh, because you're too cool for armor. Ugh, I want to ride a free horse. Ugh. Okay, you know what? That's all fun and games. Nobody's stopping you. You're just at a disadvantage. It's okay if you go on magic single or speed single. It only gets annoying when you join team races, because you are already at a disadvantage. In speed team, even if your horse has 120 speed or 120 strength, you're not taking it to the full advantage. You could have been using an armor piece that would boost it to 130. And there are other players that are doing that right now. And you're falling behind because of that. Just because you didn't want to go press the bonus button and get the free armor. Because you don't even have to waste money on this. And it's even worse on magic team races. Sometimes you have players that just use, the saddle. Because they think, oh, the saddle is pretty. I'm using armor. You see, guys, I'm using armor, look at me! No, you're not. If you're just using the saddle, you are not getting the bonus, which is the point in magic races. You need that bonus. There are lots of people using critical armor. They're getting criticals left and right. If you just want efficiency, you go use that grape armor, and that's it, essentially. When you're not using armor, you are putting the team in a disadvantage, and that's why people may kick you.
Now go play ponies. And do it properly, with armor. Goodbye.
Why? Go wear armor. You can do it. I believe in you.